Hey, boy. Please, I just need to check to make sure my face cam's moving, yes. Right, needs to do it again. Again. So, last time I played, I'd collected a coin from this crushing machine here, which thankfully doesn't seem to be operational, and I was left kind of at a loss though in regards to what to do next, since I don't really know what to do with a suspicious potion after all, and we're about to tumble down close to that liquid, but fortunately we didn't land in it, so can be thankful for small favours sometimes, can't you, Sonny Jim? So what am I gonna do now? I had some ideas in between parts, you see. What I need to do is remember where I left that feather, because part of me thinks with the feather I might be able to wake up, Dozy, you see. Here it is. At first I was a little bit trepidatious, in regards to the possibility of having to go to that screen where I left the Emerald Eye, because that'd mean having to go to the effort of more censorship, wouldn't it? Because of how the Emerald Eye makes me anxious, that it could be a nod to deal with to evil forces. You know, like the Eye of Horus, which is another thing I strongly disagree with. Yes, let's try and make up Dozy here, eh, Sonny Jim? With the feather, since I've never tried the microphone, yes. No? We can't tickle him into consciousness. Or maybe we need to pour the suspicious potion down his throat. I mean, it could be poison, but it could also be something which makes someone really active and hyper as well, which would mean they wouldn't be able to sleep anymore, wouldn't it, eh, Sonny Jim? But that isn't working either. Well, what if I used a suspicious potion and it grants me telekinetic powers so that I can get this goblet down off this ledge or something, eh? No? Oh, well, I'll try it from the table as well, just to be sure. Just dealing with my OCD as well, since the fire's making me a bit anxious. Okay then, let's be leaving here. I suppose I could also try the suspicious potion with Dylan up here as well, couldn't I? Because, you know, for a minute there I didn't see the bats down below, down low down, covered by the bricks and masonry and stone of these floors here. I wonder if the suspicious potion is actually a cleaning agent for this memorial, though. Or if we can use the feather as a feather duster on it, maybe. No. Or if the suspicious potion will smother these flames, which could potentially be damaging the memorial, maybe. No. Oh, what about the feather, using the feather down here with it? To be honest, I don't really have high hopes with this though. Might as well try the other side now that I'm here though. Yeah, it's not doing anything unfortunately. Listen to the trotting sound of the music. That you could think a brigade of horse-riding soldiers were on the way to serve as our cavalry to help and aid and rescue us during these rather sinister and anxious times, these angst-stricken times, will the suspicious potion help you dealing with your gardening needs? Like in case it's a surprise fertilizer or something, and that's why people shouldn't be drinking it, but it can be used for gardening purposes. But no, or the feather in case you need to replace that flower in your heart with something more prominent. For if you're going out on a date or something with an egg yolk female, maybe a yolk folk female, just as long as there's a daisy. No. Oh, and I doubt you'll be wanting the megaphone for gardening purposes, unless he wishes to deliver inspirational speeches to his plants in order to make them grow faster, maybe. I'm sure Prince Charles has probably tried that once in a while with his plants, with how apparently he talks to his plants. Whether he's actually succeeded with such an endeavour, I doubt there will ever be sufficient evidence to support or corroborate that, Sonny Jim. So what now? What will I try the suspicious potion on now? I'll try... Actually... No, I'll try giving the butter and suspicious potion to Dora, since who knows, maybe these are cooking supplies which she needs for a picnic or something, because I can't remember what she wants. Yeah, so let's go. Are you up? Actually, I'm gonna leave something else because maybe that cabbage is a cooking supply which we need to use for some purpose or other in order to get closer to our ultimate goal. I mean, it don't ask me how cooking is going to get us closer to our ultimate goal of purifying the valley while the king is away, but I'm not dizzy, am I, in when it comes to long-term planning skills and strategies in order to save the day for when nefarious troublemakers are trying to make good on the rather destructive plans to try and take over the place. so that they can rule like dictators. Will I actually be able to drop down safely here without getting burned in the fire, I wonder? Now that this rope's here, oh yes, very close, but I managed it. So let's try putting these potential ingredients in the cauldron, eh? But it isn't working. Oh well, could try mixing the suspicious potion with these bottles up here. No. Or maybe the cabbage needs to go here. I'll try the stuff on this fly as well. No. Whee! Okay then, let's look around some more and see if I get some ideas. Yeah, I'll go to Dora with this stuff and see if any of it proves helpful, since typically in Dizzy games, wait a minute, I think that, in this game, maybe Dora's turned into a frog, isn't she, like in Magic Land Dizzy? And that'd probably be accomplished by giving her the suspicious potion, wouldn't it? See, my memories are pretty much potentially slowly coming back. That's if I am actually right, that is, and that's... I'm not just wasting more time here with my half-baked theories. With my hair-brained theories. Why, my theories are often so hair-brained, you could expect me to turn into Roger Rabbit at any point in time, couldn't you, eh, Sonny Jim? Okay, let's try turning Dora into a frog. Yes, here, Dora, baby. Drink this, baby. It'll bring the frog out of your throat, baby. Thanks, Dizzy, baby. I hope this works, baby. She drinks the potion and starts to glow green, baby. How could you, baby? I've felt like this before, baby. Oh no, baby. I'm gonna kill you, Dizzy, baby. Baby. Sorry, Dora, baby. You'll be okay in a few hours, baby. I hope, I think, baby. Or... yes, I know what we're going to do with Dora in her froggy form. Kind of funny that Dora's now in our inventory, isn't it? Eh, Sonny Jim? Hope she doesn't mind rough landings like that. And anyway, let's just be heading to, that body of water, which was blocked off by the fireflies, as I imagined consuming fireflies wouldn't necessarily be all that harmful to the overall constitution of a frog, would it? I imagine to a frog, eating fireflies would just be like, say, eating a spicy pizza. to a human like me, pretty much. I'll leave the cabbage as I've got a feeling that's just a red herring item, and I'll take the scuba diving equipment here as I've got a feeling it'll prove more useful. You know, with how we're taking part in watery endeavours down here. I'll just save in case I have an unfortunate mishap with the poor drainage here, you see. It's always a possibility in this day and age of deception and deceit and an overall deviousness. Yes, I did it flawlessly, as you can see. And so, I'll leave the bottle and collect the item which I don't like. And, let's go to the body of water that the fireflies are guarding, and see if we can clear a path through them with our newly acquired door, a secret weapon. You place Dora at the pond's edge, boy. She flicks out her tongue and eats all the mosquitoes, boy. I think I get better stay out of her way when she turns back to normal, boy. Yes. I would agree wholeheartedly, Sonny Jim. So, what's the deal with this contraption, I wonder? I'm not gonna do what I think I need to do just yet, though, because I'm gonna explore further to the right instead. Over this way. See what we find across the pond, the princess, and what looks like a trowel, which we'll presumably be giving to Dylan. Hi, princess, boy, why so glum, boy? I've lost it. It was my mother's baby. Now it's gone. She turns away and begins to cry, boy. How inconsiderate of you to remind her of her distress, boy. Yes, and presumably we don't have a way to put her at ease or put her in a better mood for the time being, but why was I blocked by this tree, a little bit, I wonder? Is there a branch I can get into? But it isn't really seeming very understandable in regards to how I'm going to get up there, is it? So maybe it's just a programming error or something, but I could try the action key here just to see if I get any descriptive text regarding the nature of any possible puzzles which might need to be done here, but that doesn't really seem to be the case, does it, at this point in time, does it, Sonny Jim? Anyway, I'll save in case this ends up being dangerous, and let's see if we can place the emerald eye here where it seems obvious I'll be needing to put it. No! I can't believe that. Well, what are we gonna do with this rather sinister thing then? Oh well. I dare say the answer to our problem will become evident when the time comes to solve that particular puzzle. And try putting it here. No. Gonna have quite a bit of censorship to do in the end, after all, aren't I? Pretty much. With that emerald eye, which makes me anxious. I'll leave the emerald eye and censor it out. Again, more censorship to do afterwards, you see. Whee! I should have saved before doing this, shouldn't I? Whee! But I have the skill anyway. To traverse the pit of poor drainage without getting hurt or suffering any overt harm to my overall constitution. What to do now? Let's go. I've got the right I've got the items I think I'll need. But I haven't lost any health yet, isn't it? Even though I've been playing for like 20 minutes pretty much. Up we go to find Dylan. Don't suppose I'll be... No, I'm not going to try that yet. I was thinking about maybe trying to wake Dylan up by maybe smearing the butter on his face and maybe waking him up with the bittersweet aroma of the butter. But it does seem like a rather harebrained idea, doesn't it? I tell you, Doro ended up being transformed into a frog. Or I'd end up being transformed into Roger Rabbit with the mysterious potion mud inside the suspicious potion. Either that, or the scary and dreaded centaur from Fallout New Vegas. Oh! Let's try giving Dylan a trowel now. Looking for this still, boy. I didn't know you called people named Dylan Dill for short, boy. Did you just do it again, dude? You're killing me, man. But I jumped from ledge to ledge of your flower garden caged. Of your flower garden enclosure. Oh yeah, whoops, boy. Look, just leave me alone, bro. Take this ugly rock with you, man. You're getting me so angry. I'm finding it hard to sound mellow and cool now, dude. Yeah, you're a sparkling diamond, boy. Oh, shiny boy. So presumably, we'll be giving this to the princess, maybe, or maybe placing it on that, rather curious contraption. And, despite what Dylan says, I'm going to carefully leap from ledge to ledge of this flower enclosure again. Although, I know it seems cruel, but maybe we can talk to him again while he's in there doing the work. Well, no, but at least we are getting another earful from him anyway. So yes, hopefully we're not going to have to trudge through his flower garden again. And then he can rest at ease once he's done the work necessary to restore his flower garden to the condition it was in before our arrival. Let's go then. Back to where I think we need to go, where that curious contraption is. In that rather shallow body of water. But then again, it could also belong to the princess, because since I think this place might actually be called Dragos, even if it is a rather sinister sounding name. After all, the game's called Dragon Valley, Dizzy, isn't it? And Dragos sounds similar to dragon, doesn't it? Unless, of course, with this being the Dragos Diamond, maybe it was the thing that Ivan Drago won in Rocky 4 when he was becoming a fearful boxing champion in Russia before killing Apollo Creed, eh? Maybe he wore it on his championship belt in Russia before coming to America and being stripped of it for killing Apollo Creed. It's always a possibility in the zany and unpredictable world of Hollywood films, isn't it? Let's try the diamond here first, since it's closest. Yes, diamond fits perfectly into the statue, boy. Aren't you a clever engineer of a little helpful character, right, Dizzy, boy? You hear gears grinding and chains clunky, boy. The statue suddenly descends into a water-filled cavern, boy. Be careful, boy. And I hope you saved, boy. Which I don't think I did, boy. Oh, a secret passage, boy. How arcane, boy. Ooh. Yes, I wish I had saved. Have we got flippers though? No, so this could end up being highly dangerous. Can I climb the chains? No. Oh, dearie me. Let's just descend. I'm not gonna save in case there's some kind of a puzzle to do down here and I don't have the item which I need to solve it, in which case I'd be stuck and stranded down here, wouldn't I? A corral containing a coin. And even though that looks like a wall to the top left, it does look like a darker color, doesn't it? Like it might actually be background rock work, but no it isn't, so I can't pass it. Oh, that throws a spanner in the works to a slight extent, doesn't it? Need to be careful to avoid the sea life, don't I? I was just seeing how far to the right that fish comes, so that I can familiarise myself with its movement pattern. Amiable jellyfish. That's rather intriguing and curious. Anything concealed behind this moss here? And not Kate Moss? Since she's so thin, she could possibly hide behind these mossy growths. Okay, eh? Intriguing trees, Batman. A key located in this air pocket. But it looks like it could be too high for me to get there, doesn't it? Unless there's a means of scaling that rocky outgrowth, but there doesn't seem to be. So what can I do here? Well, there is a gap up above, so maybe I have to drop down into this air pocket from above, maybe, to be able to find some flippers sooner or later, isn't it? Oh, look at that little fish in that little watery passageway there. Wonder if we need to empty the butter in there or something to feed it. No? Makes me think of when I was young and we had a fish tank, and sometimes the little fish would hide in little spaces where the big fish couldn't get to. Seemed very cosy for them, I think. A narrow tunnel with a little fish in it, eh? How intriguing indeed. Nearing the surface now. To be hoped I have a way to get back, isn't it? Not just a puddle, eh? That's much as evident after we just swam through it, isn't it? I'm gonna leave a tuft of grass here so that we know that I've checked behind it to see that whether or not there was coins behind it, which there was. So, in seeing if I can get back or not, I'm just going to head up here first. Of course, if a cat's on the hill, eh? Which we can collect, for that matter. But yes, if there's a way to descend from here to where I was before I immersed myself in the body of water, or that we can pour the butter down here. Oh, that was a lucky guess, wasn't it? You smeared your butter around the bulb's edge, boy. I thought it seemed a bit familiar, though. And the pressure shoots it into the sky, boy. Oh no, this sounds like it could be potentially dangerous and harmful to my delicate constitution, doesn't it? Oh, fortunately I didn't get skyrocketed into the sky. So can we drop down now? Or maybe we've got to send a cat to crawl down into there in order to climb up with the item that I need? No? Listen to the pitter-patter of the horse hooves again in the music. Yes, so obviously we have a way of getting back after all. And isn't this tree pretty here with all the blossoms, eh? This must be where the source of the blossoms that we saw down below. I think, anyway. At the face of that rock face, which we arrived at, indicating that there was no way we could possibly go except into this water here. So, what will we find now, I wonder? Up again? Oh, that's a rather frightening looking bird, the way it's red, isn't it? Potentially indicating it could be a bat or something, but I doubt it somehow because of how bats have a different sprite altogether in these more modern Disney games, don't they? Look at that bird. Can we pick up this rock, by the way? Yes. And it was hiding a coin, as you can see. So can we talk to this bear, or is it going to be the kind of vicious bear which savagely mauls me to death as soon as I touch it? Yes, I don't think I want to risk getting close to him, do I? I'll descend into the water again and see if what I did with the butter up above has maybe made a difference to that screen with those items, to that screen with that item high up, which I couldn't quite reach the first time around. Oh, this fish is gone now, hasn't it? Rather curiously enough, so I wonder if that's gonna help me in some unforeseen way at some point in time in the future. Oh yes, this place is flooded with water now, isn't it? So that means I can reach the key. Isn't that helpful indeed? Also means I don't need flippers anymore, although I'm sure I will need flippers at some point. Heavy iron key. You know, with how there's that body of water with the ring in it beneath the drawbridge, which I obviously need to be able to swim up in order to get out of the walls within the moat are kind of too steep to climb up, pretty much. Yeah, so I have a fair idea what I'm going to be needing this key for, given that there's no shortage of locked doors in this game, is there? But, yeah, and it's nice how the key actually looks rather substantial as well, isn't it? You know, in order to fit with the title of it being a heavy iron key and all. But before I bring an end to this part, I'm gonna see if I can actually touch the bird, just to make sure that it doesn't have dialogue to talk to us with. No, it doesn't, curiously enough. But I guess that's realistic, isn't it? And I did actually save, didn't I? Yes. Okay then. I suppose the fact that the title of the screen saying "Brr" has an exclamation mark at the end of it is somewhat indicative as to the dangerous and violent nature of this bird, isn't it? So yes, let's come out of the game and see how our video's gone since we haven't reached the 40-minute mark today, which I'm glad about. So, yes, until next time, bye bye. I'll see you later. Goodbye.